Okay, here's the deal. Do you want to make your resume, your interview responses, your LinkedIn profile sound more powerful? Well, then one of the things that you can do is quantify the work that you do in your job. So remove anything that says responsible for or is more of a job description, and instead talk about results, outcomes, add credibility statements, scope, because these things help an employer to understand more fully the work that you did. And also, it's just more powerful to read something that has a concrete result or a concrete outcome. Plus, it shows the employer that you understand how your work contributes to the bottom line. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking, well, I'm not an attorney or I'm not in sales, so my work isn't really measurable. But just because your employer doesn't measure things in terms of utilization or sales goals doesn't mean that you can't. And so what I want you to do is think about, if you didn't show up for work tomorrow, what are those things that would fall through the cracks? And then follow the chain of success. So, for example, if you schedule all of the executive travel to client sites and you didn't show up to do that work tomorrow, then the executives wouldn't get to their client sites. They wouldn't be able to build relationships. They wouldn't be able to sell services or products, and the bottom line would suffer. So you can start to see, when you think in these terms, where you fall in that chain of success. And you can start to use that information to quantify the work that you do. So, for example, if you've scheduled 50 meetings this year or 50 trips, then you can use that to say, hey, I've scheduled 50 trips, which led to an outcome of X number of sales. And so when you look at it this way, you start to see the value you bring to the organization, and you start to see the contributions you're making are much bigger than maybe what you initially thought. So when you're thinking about doing your resume, or when you're thinking about answering interview questions, really do think about where you fit into that chain of success and show that either in numbers or in impact. If you don't have specific numbers, you might just simply say, which ended up increasing sales, leading to a year-over-year increase for the past 3 years. So that in and of itself is much more impressive, because it shows a result and it shows the impact you had on the company. And further, it shows that you understand how your role fits into the overall success of a company. So as you're thinking about your job search, or as you're thinking about updating your LinkedIn profile or your resume, really think about what you do in terms of quantifiable work, because you may just say, yeah, I just show up and do my job. But trust me, if you're getting a paycheck, showing up and doing your job is certainly contributing to the bottom line.